Hello guys, it is Super Shaw here, and today is going to be my NFL 2020 Week 2 game predictions. I have to make this fairly quickly because Thursday night football is going to be starting pretty soon. The rankings video should be out today, and make sure you guys check that out because it's pretty amazing. Even though it's, like I just mentioned, the worst rankings of the NFL season that anybody's going to have ever seen. Probably the worst. But typically it will factor out and everything's going to be back to normal again in about 3 weeks, probably. But I can't really make a very long introduction. I've got to quickly get this video out because Thursday night football is going to start soon, and I need to make the predictions as soon as possible. So we're going to go ahead and get started. Let me check something. Okay. This will be done like last time, but here's the deal. Instead of actually making the gradings video, I'm not actually going to mention a full video of them, but I'm going to tell you my record of the predictions I got right from week 1, and I have them marked in my notebook. Give me one moment, please. So it appears that my score prediction record from week 1 is 10-6. There have been a few games that were very unexpected. A few good upsets, in fact, that really questioned me. But 10-6 is not bad at all. Only 6 wrong, 10 right. That's not too bad, but we're going to see how it's done in week 2. So we're going to go ahead and get started with week, I don't know what that was, my NFL 2020 week 2 game predictions, because the first game is coming on right now. So for our Thursday night football game, we have the Cleveland Browns versus the Cincinnati Bengals. Switch these two around because this game is at Cleveland. Since this game is at the Cleveland Browns, I see the Browns taking the game here, but it's going to be pretty close. I feel like Baker Mayfield and their offense is going to be ready to get it going. The Bengals are going to be better than they were last week, but it's going to be an easy win for the Browns since it's at Cleveland. So I won't be surprised if Cincinnati wins, but I see Cleveland taking this game, so I'm just going to give it to them to be safe. Next game, we have the New York Giants versus the Chicago Bears. This will be close, actually. The Giants lost to the Steelers at New York by only 10 points, so it wasn't a blowout. The Bears being down 23-6, I believe, and making a massive comeback was really shocking. So I would not sleep on Mitch Trubisky if I was you. I feel like their offense is going to be pretty good. So they are not a team to be slept on at this point. They really showed it in week 1. So I'm giving this game to the Chicago Bears, obviously. But I'm going to say it's going to be pretty close. But I have Chicago taking the game since it's at home. And it's going to be a major advantage for them because of their great work they did in week 1. Next game, we have the Los Angeles Rams versus the Philadelphia Eagles. These need to be switched around since it's in Philadelphia. Why am I so silent right now? Eagles did not do very well in week 1. Rams did very well. While I know a lot of people would think Philadelphia could win this game, and I got it wrong about the Rams beating the Cowboys last week, 20-17, I have an upset. Washington beat Philadelphia at Philadelphia. I got the Rams beating Philadelphia at Philadelphia. So I'm giving this to the Rams. It's going to be another upset against the Eagles, because the Rams are just looking pretty good right now. I would not worry too much about this team if I were you, so it'll be close, but I'm going to be safe this time and give this to the Los Angeles Rams this week. Due to too many teams on these logo charts are mixed around, I'm just going to say whatever's first and whatever's last will be the home team. So, for example, we have the Atlanta Falcons versus the Dallas Cowboys. It's in Dallas if I say it last. This is a Dallas home game. Dallas did lose to the Los Angeles Rams. Both of these teams lost at home. Well, no. Dallas went to Los Angeles and lost. Atlanta lost at home. This game is a Dallas game. I am not completely sold on Atlanta for right now. But Dallas, both of these teams are pretty decent, I would say. But I'm going to give this to Dallas because, I mean, their offense and stuff, their defense will show it as well. Atlanta's offense will get it going too, but they're going to fall off near the end. So, I'm going to be safe since it's a Dallas home game. Give this to the Cowboys this week. Next game, we have the Carolina Panthers versus the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. So, Tom Brady and Rob Gronkowski is going to get an easy win. And I saw where Teddy Bridgewater's on the sit-them list. And Tom Brady is going to stay on the start-them, obviously. So, I'm not sure exactly what Carolina's plan is going to be for this game, but it's not looking very good to me. So, their offense is going to be good, obviously. But their defense is awful. And I'm talking about Carolina here. Tampa Bay is going to be great on everything. So there's not really much more to talk about in this game. Tampa Bay, I'm giving the game to them because this is going to be an easy win this week. Next game, we have the San Francisco 49ers versus the New York Jets. Well, San Francisco didn't look good last week, having lost to Arizona. New York didn't look good either. But I'm going to give this to San Francisco for the win at New York, because they are the better team. But it's going to be close, probably, because of what happened. New York only lost by 10 points. San Francisco lost by 4. It all rounds up. It's going to be close. But still, San Francisco gets the easy win here because they're the better team, and they'll be ready to end up going away with another win. I seriously do not understand why I said another. Next game, we have the Denver Broncos versus the Pittsburgh Steelers. Denver is looking sort of like a mess right now. Pittsburgh looks pretty good, beating the Giants by only 10 points. But it was at New York, so I understand why, but this game is at Pittsburgh, so Denver is going to have some trouble in this game. They only lost to the Tennessee Titans by 2 points, but the Steelers are ready to get it going. This may be close, but it may be not, but I'm giving this to the Pittsburgh Steelers regardless, since they're the better team. Denver, I'm not sure what their future holds, but it's not looking very good. I'm going to be safe and give this to the Pittsburgh Steelers. Next game, we have the Jacksonville Jaguars versus the Tennessee Titans. Now, I will just say this right now. The Jaguars are no joke, but they're still not going to be very good, but they are not going to be as bad as people expected. I'm saying the Jaguars could have a shot at this game. Do I think they're going to win? No. This game is at Tennessee. The Titans are going to be ready to beat them with their offense and defense. You know, it's not really going to matter after all. Jacksonville will be getting better, but this is not going to be a game for them to win. It may be close, but still, I'm going to be safe and give this to the Titans for this week. Next game, we have the Detroit Lions versus the Green Bay Packers. Well, I mean, we already know who's going to win this game. Detroit's, with Matthew Stafford, got a good lead against Chicago, but still got beaten. They fell off after the second quarter. Green Bay is probably going to blow this team out. It's not going to be a very good game to watch. So with nothing else to say, you know, their offense, their defense is all good. Green Bay Packers get the win this week. Next game, we have the Buffalo Bills versus the Miami Dolphins. Even if the game's at Miami, you know, Buffalo is just going to be a great team. They beat the Jets. At the Jets, I believe. I can't remember if it was at New York or at Buffalo. Let me look. Oh, it was a home game at Buffalo, so I think this will be very close, but Buffalo is going to get it going this week. I will not be surprised if Miami does win this game, but I'm making sure to be safe. It'll be very close, I think. I'm going to give the Buffalo Bills the win, but if the Miami Dolphins do win this game, I won't be surprised. But I feel like Buffalo, since they're the better team, they can get this game, so I'm giving it to them this week. Next game, we have the Minnesota Vikings versus the Indianapolis Colts. Colts did not look very good last week, losing to Jacksonville. You know, it was a shame. Minnesota lost to Green Bay at Minnesota by 9 points, but they got a lot of points on the board. I'm giving Minnesota the win. They are not going to fall at 0-2 to start the season. Indianapolis will, probably. It may be close, but still, to be safe, Minnesota gets this game. Their offense and defense, you know, their defense is really good. Their offense is pretty good, but they have their ups and downs. But to be safe, Minnesota gets this game. And now to start off with our afternoon football games, we have the Washington football team versus the Arizona Cardinals. Both of these teams have really improved. Washington has a long way to go. Arizona with Kyler Murray and their offense looked good against the 49ers. It'll be close, but since this is in Arizona, I got Kyler Murray and the Cardinals getting this game. It'll be close, but still, I think Arizona can get it done this week. Next game, we have the Baltimore Ravens versus the Houston Texans. I have Baltimore taking the game anyway, even if it's at Houston. Houston does look pretty good, but still, Baltimore gets this game this week. They're definitely going to... They're not going to beat the Texans like they beat the Browns last week. That was awful. But still, Ravens get this game regardless because of their offense, defense. They're just a better team. Next game, we have the Kansas City Chiefs versus the Los Angeles Chargers. It doesn't really matter where this game is. Los Angeles did get the close win over Cincinnati. It doesn't matter. The best team in the league who just won the Super Bowl is going to tear the Chargers up. So there's not really much of anything to say. The Kansas City Chiefs blow out the Los Angeles Chargers. Our Sunday night football game, we have the New England Patriots versus the Seattle Seahawks. Seattle will win this game, I believe. It's at Seattle. Their offense, defense, they look great. So, probably regardless where this game even would be, Seattle would probably get this win anyway. So, no matter what, Seattle's going to get this win for this week. Our Monday night football game for our last Week 2 game, we have the New Orleans Saints versus the Las Vegas Raiders. Regardless where this game is, New Orleans are the better team. They did lose Michael Thomas, so this will be really close actually. The Raiders, they got Derek Carr, Hunter Renfrow, Darren Waller, Henry Ruggs, Josh Jacobs especially, doing great, but still their defense does not look good. So it's going to be really close, but still the Raiders just won't keep up with the Saints near the end of the game, so I wouldn't be surprised if the Raiders do win this game, but still, I have the Saints taking this game to close out Week 2 of the 2020 NFL season. So guys, I hope you've enjoyed this NFL 2020 Week 2 game predictions. Make sure you leave a like, comment, subscribe. Let me know who your team is down in the comments below. And also let me know your Week 2 predictions. I'd like to know who you think's going to win. It'd be awesome. I will see you guys later. Bye. Have a great NFL Week 2. And make sure you watch some football and enjoy the games this week. Bye, guys.